Well, we're putting together a Caldwell shooting chair pod, they call it.
Right.
And we're assembling it because Roger has no use of his left arm. So this should help him hold the gun.
That'll help you a lot.
Yeah.
Caldwell's got a lot of goodies going on.
Yep. So we'll
get a picture of that, show you what it is. All right.
So we're gonna.
There's the chair itself.
Try to put this thing together.
Oh, now he's getting to the directions. Now we're in trouble.
I always throw away the directions and go by the picture.
Now we're in trouble. He's pulled out the directions.
Yeah. So you going out hunting tomorrow?
You betcha.
Yeah? Have you been here before?
No, I've never been.
This is a first timer?
First timer.
All right.
I think it's a great organization, and so far I have found the people to be nothing but friendly and nice.
Well, that's great.
Very helpful.
Oh, good. That'd be great, because a lot of people don't know about it that would probably like to have something like this where they help people that have disabilities. And this is one way where you can get out in the field and be able to enjoy the outdoors again.
Got to enjoy the outdoors, the fresh air.
And some turkey hunt.
Yeah.
You'll see turkeys, there's no doubt about that. The guides here are pretty good at that.
Oh wow. 528 low grass. Then put a bird. One shot.
Okay. Ready?
So this is the silent auction. We have all kinds of items on the table, from hunting items to wine to scrapbooking for dummies. So all of these things are available to bid on, and the winning bidder will walk away with extra prizes, and all the money goes to turkey tracks. Some of the items have a special ticket that you can sign on a red line or a green line and get an extra raffle ticket for some sort of a gun, and I don't know very much about guns, but it's a good gun, I guess. So,
okay.
Alrighty.
See that? You get a chance to get into the silent auction.
Maybe.
People are going at it now. Thank you. Go around here.
The 10th year this event's been going on, 10th year anniversary. There's a handful of people that have been here all 10 years.
Wow. Farmer guys would like that.
But I did want to just, right now I just want to welcome everybody to the 10th annual Turkey Tracks. You're honored to shoot, and I know that it's just an incredible thing when some of these guys won't name your names that just a few years ago would have probably gutted you if they found you in your spot. But they're giving up their opening weekend, they're giving up their spot, they're giving up time to donate, and it's without people like that, we can come up with land. There's a lot of land.
I do have a Facebook page if anybody
Okay.
are here.
My channel is Southpaw Adventures 54 on YouTube.
Gosh,
Yeah.
we've got even still of our loyal.
We'll try to get some of this stuff on here, but I like this one right here. Whoops.
That
Almost kicked that.
Said, we'd like to take some of these hunters that we've heard about for this turkey hunt. And specially shop in town. They made up some t-shirts, and we called, I didn't know what.
You're honored to shoot, and I know that it's just an incredible thing when some of these guys won't name your names that just a few years ago would have probably gutted you if they found you in your spot. But they're giving up their opening weekend, they're giving up their spot, they're giving up time to donate, and it's without people like that, we can come up with land. There's a lot of land. Says your president in training, Seth McIntyre. Where's Seth at? Seth's been involved since the beginning. A lot of you know that there he is, right in the middle. Seth and Eric were childhood friends, and Seth is my wife's younger brother. And so when these two were young and running around, I just kind of shook my head and went, wow, those two are going to be trouble right there. But they were thick as thieves in sports, hunting. They run coon dogs all hours of the night, and they were best buddies when they were young. And I know Eric's got a lot of friends here, but Seth's one of the ones he was close with, and he's been involved since the beginning. So the tradition is going to continue for quite some time. Excellent. Also, we have advisors. I don't know if I take any advice from any of these cats, but Dave Fletcher. Dave, I know you're over this. There, right over here is Dave. Dave Fletcher and Jerry Trent. Is Jerry here? I haven't bumped into Jerry yet. He's here somewhere. All right, Jerry's back here, and Dave Hedinger. I guess I would take advice from one of these guys. Dave, where you at, Dave? Oh, he's in the back. Dave's in the back. So that's your advisory team. Thank you guys for all the time you put in behind the scenes to prep. Let's hear it for our board. Where Joseph's from. All right, I hope we have a wide-angle lens. So, and I see we have a... This is your 10th anniversary, 2018 Hunters. Let's hear it for them.
Should have brought bleachers.
We're going to try and get one group picture. I'm not sure how this is going to work unless we go about 4 deep. Anybody that's able can get up on stage.
Okay.
Yes. So we want to thank them. Then we have
This is Dennis. We have pictures of him videotaping him doing his side in for Kyle. Kyle, his son, is going turkey hunting tomorrow.
Sunday morning right here at 10 o'clock.
Dennis, tell what happened to you right after we did the sight in.
Oh, I shot my turkey the next day at the same yards we were sighted in for, so I had no excuses, I guess, if I would have missed.
What do you think of that, Kyle? He's got a turkey. He was going to put his turkey right next to yours in the den. Is that okay? No.
I'll be right back up here.
Oh,
I have to get my own room.
he's got to get his own room. He'll put it in the TV room. Okay, this is Doug Corey, Eric's dad, and he helped start the organization with Carol, and he can tell you what's going on here.
Well, this is our 10th year, called the Big Ten Hunt. This year we got about 35 hunters here in Stark County. We're taking them out in the morning, try to see if they can harvest a nice tom turkey or some type of illegal bird, and we're just tickled to have everybody out and all the help and everything, and trying to make some hunters happy. We got them from all over the country.
Okay, everybody, who's ready to eat?
So we're ready to go.
Okay,
Since
sounds
we
good.
have the hunters
Got a
over
big
here
crowd.
already, they got their pictures taken, so we'll let them go first. Also,
Starts off. Okay, over here we've got Carol Corey. What do you call yourself out here?
Well, officially, I am Vice President of Turkey Tracks on Eric Corey Foundation, but everybody here calls me Boss Anna.
There you go. I was waiting for that part. I knew you'd say that.
But, yeah, we're celebrating our Big Ten hunt. 10 years of hunting in Stark County. And from the very first day that we had 10 kids, it's grown into 35 hunters now, and probably 200 people.
How many do you have actually hunters this year?
35.
35 hunters.
35 hunters.
How many guides?
45.
45 guides. That's a lot of guys helping out,
Yes.
sharing their
We
time.
get 35 turkeys too.
And these guys are sharing their hunting spots and their time, and you have landowners that are sharing their land. Some of them may not let other people go hunting, but they will let these kids go and guys go out.
They do let our hunters go. Some of the property, they keep it for just turkey tracks only.
Yeah.
So it's been a great year so far, and we're looking forward to next year, and hopefully we get 35 birds.
There you go. Sounds good. Thank you. Carol's going to tell us about the other places. Turkey Tracks is not just in Knox, Indiana.
No.
It's where?
Next week we will be traveling to Michigan, where we will do a hunt for ages 21 and under. And last week was in Angola, and that is a youth hunt only. And before that, we did a Wounded Warriors hunt in Linden, Tennessee.
Right. Now, was there veterans involved in the one in Tennessee?
Yeah.
Okay. Sounds good.
Linden pretty much is. We had 19 hunters and 15 of them were veterans, all Wounded Warriors.
All right. Sounds good. There we go. Are you going out hunting?
Yes, I am.
You are?
Yes,
Okay.
wait.
Yeah. You usually get one every time you come out, don't you?
I do have think so.
Yeah.
A
show
Okay.
coming up
This
with
is-
Rabbit.
This is her new husband right over here. She's been coming here for quite a while, Turkey Tracks.
Except for last
Coming
year,
out.
I think it's been about 8 years.
Wow. She's been here almost the whole
One more
time.
thing. I'd
Okay,
like to
thank
say,
I choked on my food.
Okay, these guys are going out hunting tomorrow. Is this your first time at Turkey Tracks? You've been here before?
Golden and
First
brother
time.
Cody have been with us
Oh, what have you heard? Are you expecting a bunch of birds out there?
Those two boys have a special place in my heart.
All right.
Captured,
You're going out too?
captured me
Yep.
as,
In the morning. This your first time at Turkey Tracks? Oh, wow. Where are you from?
Arkansas.
Arkansas. Oh, wow.
I don't have an accent.
Little bit. My wife's from Tennessee, so I know a little bit about down south. All right. And you're guiding?
Yes.
And who are you guiding?
Big Tex here. He's from Texas.
Right.
You're from Texas. Oh, man. Down in bush country.
Getting some stuff lined up. We,
That's all right. Who's this
those
lady?
newcomers every
This
year
is my
at Turkey
wife.
Tracks,
That's your wife. Okay.
Yeah.
Are you guiding too?
No.
No.
We have crowned the Turkey Tracks.
Okay. Thank you, guys.
You know, she may not be a big hunter, but she loves her animals. And she loves the outdoors. You catch her playing with chickens, and she loves them. She goes to 4-H, and her bunnies, everything means so much. And not only that about the animals, she loves Turkey Tracks as well. And she's at every event. And I'd like to introduce our new princess, Kylie Bradley. She's got her Turkey Track shirt on. All right. Well, we have some goodies in here for you. Here's your t-shirt. Can you open that one? So these girls still have some work to do while they're here this weekend. I guess we should have opened that first, huh? That'll help you. Got it? You can thank your Aunt Jackie for that. How's that? There's you. Hey.
Oh, I'm Nana Place.
Come over here, babe.
There we go. Okay, right there.
And here's her sash. We do it all. We don't miss out on nothing. You want to help her there? These two have been partners in crime for everything that we've done. All right, got something to say?
Thank you, everyone, for being here and doing everything that you do, and just thank you.
And add that to your collection of chickens.
This one?
And
Okay.
all of his crew that
This is your
did all
first
the
time at Turkey
burgers
Tracks,
and
or have you been here
dogs,
before?
everything's done all the
First
selling
time.
out there, and
You should have a
also
pretty exciting
donated
time. Anybody been telling you the stories?
And,
Yeah, a few of them.
Yeah.
and then cooked it too.
So you're going right out
it
here
was
somewhere?
very
Believe
good.
so.
Thank you so
I'm
much.
following him.
Out by Bailey's
Yeah.
discount store.
Yeah. Okay.
Off Range Road.
All kinds of different places
Okay,
out
we
there to
got,
go.
Yeah.
So,
Through
good
the
luck
years,
to you
we
guys.
tried
Hope you have a
to
good time, and I hope you have
do
that
a few
first
special
bird come up
things
to you.
for some of our hunters. He got into doing a little taxidermy work.
Okay,
so we
you're going to be
just,
the guide?
Yes.
And you're taking out 2 or 1?
Just
And you
one.
got to do-
Okay, which one are you taking out?
Taking out Louis.
Louis, okay. Is this your first time at Turkey Tracks?
Take that off.
Oh, wow. We got a lot of first-timers here today.
I'll let
Is
Mike
this your first time?
present this to Lang
He's guided me.
on behalf of Turkey Track.
Oh, did you get a bird?
Yeah.
You did? How big was it?
It's a big bird.
Wow. 20-some pounds. Wow, that's a good deal. Did you just have one bird come in, or did you have more than one?
Didn't think I could get time off to go to Texas,
But it didn't give us a shot.
They were pretty upset. Amy,
Later that day, we went back to the same
oh,
property.
she's in the front row. You know what I'm going to say.
He didn't let it run off. It got
She
shot.
didn't think I was going to go, and I was
59
like,
yards.
tell them I did.
So you're taking this one out
They drove
tomorrow?
out, we flew out.
So what do you think his
They're not
chances
gonna- I
are?
was there.
I'd say they're pretty good.
Okay.
Oh, we did-
Sounds
we
good.
got their rooms,
Have
we
you
got
been
their-
practicing or anything? You
We got
ready
the
to go?
rooms. Don't do
Did
this
you do
anymore.
some sight in today out there?
You know, like I
All
said,
right.
Don't do this at
He's
home.
an Army
Don't do this to
veteran.
anybody.
Yep.
Oh, okay.
So-
Is he a Marine?
We got the room that took care of it.
Army. Oh, Marines are one shot, one.
So what I did,
Marines are one shot, one kill.
smartest thing.
Yeah, that's how you got that
We
turkey.
got the key to the room.
He just said
Of course,
Army
that
stands for
double
Aren't Ready for Marines
I
yet.
went to the farthest
Marine
part of
stands
the
for Muscle
room,
Memory
got
Fire
underneath,
Intelligence
laid down
Essentials.
underneath the bed. Of course, you can't lay clear under them, so no bodies are there, but there was a body there.
My brother does that with my cousin. He's Navy and he was Marine.
I thought Lane would be coming out.
He kept calling him a squid.
My
daughter's a lieutenant.
His mom come
Oh,
over
wow.
there and seen a body.
Well, thank you
big
guys.
body laying
Appreciate
there.
it.
Ron Vaughn's here. Dave Fletcher's here. We'll sort that out in a second. Carol, you got something you want to say? Well, we got everybody on the hook.
Doug can't talk, it's all up to me. Well, these guys really did make it happen, all of them, that very first year. I think Harry Russ knocked at our door and said, I don't care what I get to do, but I want to come and help with this turkey hunt. Ron Vaughn, he was doing cartwheels, and he brought his SCI in and everything. Dave, I can tell you, wherever we put him, he just went. He didn't even argue. And I think, who'd you take the first year? Who was it that had Andy? I thought it was you, because I had a picture of you with him. Oh, yeah, okay. I was around the corner. So, was one of you guys take Andy Schoberg that's here tonight? No? He must not be here. But Andy is here, so I want to present Andy with this call and this turkey tail. And thanks a lot for being with us for 10 years, Andy. Through thick and through thin. And I have a little story about Kyle. And then his dad gets to talk. But I'm warning you. Well, over the years, you know, the fun thing is that we have become friends with so many of these. It's just, and when Eric said it's not about the hunt, it's about the friends you meet, definitely, because all of these guys has become tremendous friends for us. And I see Dave is already working up Kyle. Already, I see it coming. But anyway, I called Kyle that very first year, and you know, we didn't know what we were doing. There wasn't a chance that we were just going to go out there. We were going to kill some turkeys and have a good time. And whenever I called Kyle's mom, I said, "Can he pull trigger?" And she said, "Carol, he's got severe cerebral palsy, right? Am I right?" And I said, okay, and I asked her a bunch of more questions, and she kept saying, no, no, no. Doug and I actually laid awake that weekend because Kyle didn't come, but we didn't know what to think. And so we said the next year, Kyle is coming. We don't care. We don't care what happens, he is coming. Right, Kyle? And now he has the name Turkey Slayer from Doug, Kyle. And Harry took him out the first year. And actually, when if any of you guys were here that year, or the second year, I should say, Harry said it definitely was a turkey from heaven. He said, and when Kyle shot that turkey, he said all his hunting dreams, he didn't care if he ever hunted again. And can you talk about it? Okay, let's let Harry do this while I give this award to Kyle.
This was a turkey hunt I'll never forget, I hope. But you know, those of you that turn 50, you know how that goes, right? I'll try to shorten it up a little bit. When Kyle and Dennis and I were sitting in the blind that afternoon, we were calling for about 4 hours before I was sitting there thinking about, you know, how can we kill this bird when he comes in? And Dennis wasn't real sure how we were going to do it. And I gave it some thought, and I said, well, let's put the gun in Kyle's shoulder and rest it up here on this board I had in the blind, and you think that'll work? And Dennis said, well, he didn't know. So I said, well, let's try it and see what'll happen. So we hadn't seen or heard nothing. And I reached down, grabbed my gun, and I stuck it on top of this 2x6 that I had in the blind. I got behind Kyle and I rested it in his shoulder and got down and didn't have nothing to aim at but the decoy. So I looked down at the decoy and aimed at it, and I looked up at Dennis and I said, well, what do you think, Dennis? And he said, well, I think that'll work. The gun's not going to hurt him if it goes off. He said, well, it might be a little tough. So I said, well, maybe if I put my hand right up here on the buttstock on the top side, maybe I can take up some recoil and it won't hurt him. I said, well, that might work. So that's what we'll try. So I had the gun in one hand here and in Kyle's shoulder, and I'm down behind him, watching the decoy, aiming at it, and looked up at Dennis, and we both agreed that that'll probably work. And I took one look to the right, and guess what was standing there? I believe that was the biggest turkey of the weekend, if I remember right. And he was standing 10 yards to my right. And my heart felt like it was going to jump out of my chest. And that turkey walked straight out to the decoy, which was 15 yards away, and got nose to nose with him. And I thought, man, if we pull the trigger now, I'm just going to blow that turkey decoy to shreds. And I thought for a second, and I thought, you know what, this may never ever happen again. And about that time, that turkey took one step to the left, and I made one little adjustment, and we touched it off, and he fell, and Kyle let out the biggest war whoop you'd ever heard. And I just bawled like a baby, because that's exactly what happened. That bird never gave us any indication he was coming in until we figured out how we were going to do this. And if, you know, how does that happen? And Dennis and I were high-fiving, and Kyle, he was loving it. And if we ever have another hunt like that again, you know, I can't wait, because that made my career. I mean, that's it. That was everything. So, Kyle, good luck tomorrow. I want to hear about it again. Okay? Thank you.